In this lesson, we will look at how to use the circle of fourths and fifths to navigate major triad inversions. A major triad with the formula 1, 3, 5 is made up of the root, the major third, and perfect fifth intervals. Rearranging the notes of a C major triad, we can have a root position triad with the root in the bass, a first inversion triad with a third in the bass, and a second inversion triad with the fifth in the bass. The notes and intervals of the C major scale are shown clockwise on the circle of fourths below. Take note that moving up in fourths from the root produces an augmented fourth, 4 to 7, while starting the pattern from 7 yields perfect fourths. Chord tones 1, 3, and 5 are represented in circles on the chart, whereas non-chord tones are represented in gray diamonds. We can identify adjacent fourths as 1 to 4, 3 to 6, and 5 to 1. In our interval quarter below, root C is marked as 1. We can use 4, which is a fourth up from the root, as a reference point to find 3, 1 fret below. 6, a fourth up from 3, can be used as a guide to find 5, 2 frets below. With 5, 1, and 4 as adjacent fourths, we can find the major third 3, 1 fret below on the top string. We have just identified all 3 inversions of the C major triad moving in fourths across the strings. When we skip a fourth from the root, we arrive at 7. 1 fret higher is the octave location of a root position triad. We can also go down 4 frets from 7 to 5 and find a major triad in second inversion. From 3, the lowest note in a first inversion major triad, we skip a fourth from which is 6 to arrive at 2. From here, a root position major triad is 2 frets below. From 5 in a second inversion major triad, we skip the root to locate 4, and then down 1 fret to 3, the lowest note in a first inversion major triad. We've been navigating in fourths from left to right up until now. To travel in the opposite direction from right to left, we will follow the order on the circle of fifths. We can see that 1 to 5, 5 to 2, and 3 to 7 are adjacent fifths. We can easily go from root position to second inversion because 5 is on the same fret as the root, 1 string lower. From 3 in first inversion, we can move up a fifth to 7, and then 1 fret up to root position. Take note that the fifth from 7 to 4 is a diminished fifth interval located 1 fret below. From 4, we can go down a fret to 3 in first inversion or up 2 frets to 5 in second inversion. Using a fifth from 5, which is 2 as a reference point, we can go from second inversion to root position 2 frets lower or to first inversion 2 frets higher. It is worth noting that skipping a fifth from the root also brings us to 2. Since all major triads have the same intervallic formula, reading the fretboard as intervals rather than notes allows us to travel horizontally in either direction without having to recall the notes in each triad or memorize chord shapes. There you have it, navigating major triad inversions using the circle of fourths and fifths. Make sure to download our training apps on the App Store and Google Play.